I'm back.
What the hell?
I've had it. Hey, y'all, gravity. Any day above ground, live it. It is shitty out here in Atlanta, but again, any day above ground, live it. I'm trying something new, family. I'm just gonna show you on film real fast. I'm trying something new. I don't see if this works. I think this works. I'm reclining today. I got the recline. I'm still a little tired. Been running around all morning, so I ain't gonna be on camera today. I'm gonna recline in the seat. But we got to talk about this here. The grift is over. We are watching the fall of many a black conservative and white conservative and white liberal and black liberal. The reset is coming, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Now, I know somebody's gonna be like, "Why you don't get on the black liberals like that?" Because most of them block me, so I don't see their posts. So I don't know what they're saying, but we're gonna have a whole comprehensive list come either the summertime or probably the day of the election when I stream for 12 hours. We'll chronicle everything in the last 4 years. We'll do that. But today we're gonna talk about Tommy Sotomayor and Jason Whitlock because this last week has been hilarious. The things that people have been dropping, the things these two have been saying. The black conservative is finished. November 5th. Can't come soon enough, but some people just want to act like the Flash and just accelerate their own destruction. But before we begin, let's see who's in the building. Reparations Nation, good afternoon. Miss Nisi, good afternoon. Wallow J, good afternoon. Cosmo Fury, good afternoon. Demetrius Shepard, good afternoon. Oh, you and Nola? All right. Make sure the beignets are fresh. Anthony Ruger Phillips, hello. Herbert Harris, hello. The U.S. has military bases and outposts in over 160 of the world's 200 countries. There are 46 located in Africa alone, colonizing motherfuckers. Well, let them tell it. That's America. Casey Malone, hello. Missions Vision, hello. Neiman Lucas, hello. John Guillory, hello. Don P, hello. Computer Robots, hello. And Sonny81, hello. And for those who haven't said anything in the live chat or the comment section, hello. Yeah, so let's get into this. Because it's funny. We're going to be talking about two different people, but their lives do intersect. So let's begin with old Whitlock, for those who forgot. Now, Friday night, I did a live explaining how your boy Fatlock said something hella egregious. We're going to play it for those who didn't see it. We're going to show you because his comment thread lit his ass up. And you would think that would give me hope for society, but then it don't give me hope. Because I think they were just saying shit just to say shit because he was there. And by the way, I'm going to give y'all a little bonus after we look at that one. But let's begin.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern in
family. So here's Jason Whitlock's page. All these truth bombs he swears he has is, yes, I said has is. Look, this is what he look. I'm all about self-deprecating humor, but come on. Why would you put this up? This is fodder for people. Someone said, well, what would you do could you finish this in an hour? So it looked like 2 double quarter pounders, no vegetables. It looked like probably a 30-piece McNugget or some shit, 4 large fries, and 4 Cokes. This man said, what do I do with the remaining 50 minutes? Why would you say that? This guy. But for those who did not see the live again Friday, here you go. Fair use.
America hates me. The world is going to hate me. And I can only see what they're saying on Twitter right now. That was my first thought. I was like, holy shit, what are they going to say about me? Because usually if you go to the Olympics and you flop or whatever it is, everybody on their couch eating those little chips.
Right. It's like you let the country down.
Oh, I thought I was going to be banned from America. Because that's what they tell you. Don't come back. If it's not gold or bust, don't come back. And I was like, I don't, thanks.
Simone Biles is pretending like she's Caitlin Clark and that people actually know who she is.
Targeted a child. You got to get off the crack pipe, man, please.
No. You're right. She's a gymnast, and every 4 years they're relevant for a 2 or 3 week stretch. But Simone Biles could walk by the overwhelming majority of people in an airport, and they wouldn't think twice. Oh, there goes a little black girl. Or I mean, they just wouldn't think twice.
Or they would say, "Oh, look at that little black girl. She kind of looks like Simone Biles. You know, that gymnast." And if they're really brave, they get closer, like, "Oh shit, that is her." Okay. Thank you. This motherfucker had to come all the way out here to come tell me my things out. All right.
And so they build up this importance of themselves, and then they start doing things to make themselves appear important. But in the grand scheme, she's not important. People don't remember, don't recognize her on sight. Most people, they just know, hey, that's the girl that quit in the Olympics, and yeah,
girl
I think
that
she's
quit
won a bunch of gold medals or whatever, maybe the most decorative, but they don't really know. She didn't cut through.
The girl that quit. We're just gonna dismiss everything else she did. The girl that quit. Okay, the girl that quit. All right, keep going.
The way, like when Caitlin Clark goes anywhere, people recognize her. That's not the same for Simone Biles. And what it is, this is a byproduct of these young people and this new era we're living in, where Twitter is their reality. That the tweets they get, well, I couldn't be getting all these tweets if everybody in America wasn't talking about me. And
ooh, what have I said about the American races? They will say something and then within 10 seconds own themselves. Sir, you just said that nobody knows who Simone Biles is, right? Okay. But then you just said that without Twitter, people wouldn't know who you are. Wouldn't that extend to Caitlin Clark? Considering the fact that people only tuned into TV to watch Caitlin Clark because of what people were saying on Twitter, on social media. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I missed it. Y'all wouldn't know who Caitlin Clark was until she saw Angel Reese in LSU. And if y'all loved her so much, how come when this past season started, nobody said a word until it got closer to the end of the season when she started breaking those records? The hypocrisy is real. Nobody said after that game, okay, she did what she did. Angel Reese did what they did. Y'all were more focused on Angel Reese than Caitlin Clark. Then, again, the season started. Y'all didn't say nothing. Y'all were worried about LSU repeating. Y'all were talking about South Carolina. You were talking about Stanford. You were talking about UConn coming up. Y'all were talking about all them other teams. Iowa was maybe after you had that discussion. Then she started breaking records. Then y'all pretended like y'all liked her. Miss me with it. Then she does that thing. I forgot what the hell it was. Y'all talking about, oh, she should be at NBA All-Star Weekend and all this bullshit. Okay. Who cares? Now y'all act like y'all been following her since she was doing the dribbling drills in her backyard. Set down somewhere.
Still talking about me. It distorts reality.
Sure, sir. Sure. By the way, since you said all that, people weighed in. Of course they did. And you got violated. Now, of course, the black folk came in. I had to move. This right here is Boyce. I had to mute Boyce. I just had to do it. But Boyce actually had a great take. We'll show it, and then you get muted again. He says Simone is only the greatest gymnast of all time. Jason, more people know her than Caitlin. All right, now we go back to go down because I don't want to see Boyce's punk ass tweets. Somebody said, my question is anything wrong with that? What is wrong with anyone trying to feel important and live a satisfying life without tearing others down? She's a hardworking athlete with an amazing record. If you won't respect her, at least don't disrespect her. Fair take. The only reason they would recognize Caitlin Clark is because she's 6'2". That's it. Look, even the black conservatives are coming outside on this man. Again, like I said in my live, even Stephen A. Smith wouldn't say some stupid shit like that. This next level cool. Oh, wow. Did you have a stroke? Hey, comments. Are you recognizing this hoops legend on the street without a jersey? Hell no. This looks like a regular white girl. Somebody say you got to lose the weight. Now he going to get on his soapbox, talk about, oh, shit. I didn't share the screen. God damn it. My bad, family. I didn't even realize it wasn't sharing. I don't know. StreamYard been acting up lately. My fault. I'm telling y'all gonna turn that little fiery. Shout out to Jonathan Owens, by the way. But y'all gonna turn that girl into a villain, and then y'all not gonna like it, boy. Anyone who doesn't live under a rock knows who Simone is. Sorry, I wouldn't know Clark if I saw her today. At the time, I would have known Biles on site. And then shout out to Thought Crimes. They said she had to deal with prosecuting the medical doctor who molested the U.S. gymnastics team. Did y'all forget? Do you know they came in this man and his lady's comment thread and tried to say, he put it on, I think they put it on their page and they try to come in there and explain, talking about who cares, she shouldn't have quit. So a girl who just finished testifying in one of the biggest scandals in U.S. sports history was not in the right frame of mind and couldn't handle it because she was the biggest face of that whole scandal. Y'all say she quit. Then I see them say Caitlin didn't quit. You right. Partly. She did not quit. When Raven Johnson came on her, then she quit. And it was very vocal and very visual. She quit. She got the lock in that defense on her, and she could not do anything because she has no handle. But let y'all tell it. Caitlyn is great, but not even that close. She's pretty famous, bro. L take. Elon Musk, he's in engagement farming. Jesus. I lost all respect, not because she failed, but because she quit. If only it affected her, but there was a team that could have medaled even with a mediocre effort. Those teammates may never have that chance again. Dumbass, they won the silver. Without their number one, they still won the silver. But okay. 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 After she withdrew, the team won the silver medal. You could have looked this up before you said this. I get it. You needed friends. You needed friends. But like I said, family, he was just getting cooked. But remember that surprise I told you about? Guess what he went back to doing? Who wants to put it in the chat? Guess what he went back to doing because it didn't work? Him trying to show his sports prowess. What do you think he did? I want to see who's going to put it in the chat. And by the way, how y'all doing today? I forgot to ask that. How are y'all doing today? Are y'all doing okay? Did you have to scream at white supremacists today? Did you go to church? Did you put money in the collection plate? Did you ask questions of the pastor if that story is true in the book? Still Kevin Trees, you out of line, but good afternoon. You said this motherfucker said buffet reviews. You out of line. Community and culture. He said, my 9-year-old is a young gymnast. We watched Faithfully Nationals and the Olympic trials. We actually caught her comeback live. It was amazing. We were screaming like we were in the stands. That's how it's supposed to be. Nah, he ain't simp. All right, that's good, SD Johnson. You doing good. That's good. Everybody put how good you doing today. AW1, hello. You said backtracking statement. Hell no. When have you ever seen him backtracking statements? Thank you, Miss Nisi. There you go, family. Went back to the good old the get right. What's the term they say? The standby. That's what it was. The standby. Went to go talk about Dion. Let's see what he said.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern.
He just couldn't leave that man alone. I don't get it. Now, look, family, we got 1, 2, 3. This might be old. I don't know. 4. Well, that's somebody else. We'll call this 3. He actually brought somebody in the studio to talk about Deion Sanders. Let's see.
Is that Deion Sanders on the phone begged you to confront his son and to get that phone back, and he made it about y'all's shared faith.
That's exactly what happened. Yeah, yes. I mean, Deion would always use God ever since I've been knowing Deion. Jesus, God this. You know, we would be at a baseball game or a football game. Oh, dear God, please get us out of this inning. Please get out. You know, he would always do that. So, but yeah, that was his exact word. John, in Jesus' name, I'm your brother in Christ. In Jesus' name, please get the phone. You have no idea. My ex-wife is kind of cuckoo. She's kind of crazy. You have no idea. Please get the phone.
And so this is Pilar, and I think it's been reported, and it's kind of well known, Deion and Pilar had a volatile relationship.
Right. Yeah, that's true. I had no idea. I didn't know anything about what they were going through because I was never into all the hoopla with Deion and Pilar and all of that stuff. But hey,
in finding out about this, though, I'm sure you probably got a deeper understanding. And so Deion's motivation isn't really about Shiloh as much as it is about the dispute between him and Pilar and stopping Shiloh from communicating with his mother. Because
right now that I realize everything has, you know, went on, and now over time I'm like, oh wow, Deion was really against Pilar, and he didn't like Pilar at all, and that's, you know, so that's what it was all about. Shiloh wanted to live with his mother. Deion Sanders was like, no, I have custody, and you know, I didn't know it was that complicated at the time, but now that I look back, yeah, like his mom is not allowed to be talking to him. His mom can't talk to him. You know, she just got out of jail or something. They said something. She just got out of jail and she can't talk to him. I have custody. We went to court. I have custody. In Jesus' name, I need you to go get the phone.
Seriously? Seriously? This is what we're doing? Okay. Hey, James Harris. Sure, he can be the truth. That's fine. And you're allowed your opinion. He's a piece of trash. So it is what it is. We're going to be diametrically opposed on that. Now enjoy the show.
Grabs the story, and TMZ says Deion Sanders is being sued, or Shiloh Sanders is being sued, and Workman's Comp is suing. So Deion Sanders probably says in his head, I don't know what's going on. So he calls Leroy McClure and says, I need the video surveillance. Leroy McClure says,
the incident between you and Shiloh.
That's right. Mm-hmm. I need all the surveillance videos. I need him shooting dice in class. I need him. He knocked out the kid the next day also for snitching on him. I need all those videos. Leroy McClure says, we are not releasing any videos right now. We're investigating everything. We're not releasing anything. Deion takes us upon himself to reach out to one of our staff members, the IT guy, and he says, I need you to steal the videos.
How do you know this?
Oh, because Deion Sanders says it in the deposition. He said, he didn't say steal. He said, I got him to take it on the down low. I had somebody to slide in and get it, whatever his words are. You know, it's in my documentary. But he says I had somebody to slip and go in and get it. He couldn't do it expeditiously. He had to slide in and get it on the down low. That's called stealing. When Leroy McClure says, you are not going to get the videos right now. Hold on. We're under investigation. And then he calls the IT guy and said, I need you to take all the videos. And the IT guy takes the videos. So that's how he got his hands on the videos. So now guess what? We had videos of Shiloh shooting dice. We had videos, alternate angles. So if you look at the video that we have, it only shows me pinning Shiloh up against the glass and taking him down. What about the other videos? 1, 2, 3, 4 different video cameras that we don't have access to. Deion got rid of those. He got rid of those, and now we didn't have them for court. We didn't have them at all. We don't have the video of Shiloh shooting dice in class. And Deion admits to the CPS guy, I witnessed Shiloh shooting dice in class. How did you witness Shiloh shooting dice in class if you don't know where the videos are? So he pretends like the videos got accidentally erased or something like that. So we never saw the videos. We never saw the videos because Deion Sanders had someone to steal the videos, and now the videos are completely gone.
Y'all acting like this Deion Sanders is an infallible person. Okay. So he saw his son shooting dice. That's his job as a father to handle that. Why are you sitting up here talking about this? Okay.
In the back of his mind, Deion keeps thinking like, I'm going to keep on suppressing this and making it go away and making it go away. It can't go away. You can't make me go away. So I'm going to get the truth out by any means necessary. And because not only did your son assault me and cause major nerve damage for life, I'm disabled, and that's why I live in the Dominican Republic because of the weather. Not only did he do that, you turn around and put me on TMZ, and I lose all my sponsors. I lose my contract with Steve Harvey. I lose all of that stuff.
Sure, nobody told you to go out there.
Me, so you started this fight. You said that I lost my job. You said I begged for my job back. You said that I was a grifter. I never knew what a grifter was until I read on the TMZ report what a grifter was. You said that. So now, yeah, you get out of the lawsuit, you get out of all that stuff, but I'm still gonna tell people the truth and the facts because you decided to put it out in public. So it's my turn now.
Some people will watch the past two shows and say, hey, Deion's just protecting his son, who at 15 years old made a terrible mistake. Hey, I would do the same. They'll say, I would do the same thing. What do you say to those people?
Well, let me ask you something, Jason, real quickly. Would you go and take the videos?
I wouldn't do it. Again, I would be compelled to do something different. But others watching may say, to protect the future of my 15-year-old son, yes, I would.
I believe that Deion didn't care about that. Deion wanted to protect his brand, his image. Because if you got videos floating out there with his son shooting craps in class, that's part of the Sanders family. Or if you got videos of knocking the kid out that snitched on you, it was a video of him knocking the kid out. Deion Sanders, Shiloh snuck on campus after being suspended. He snuck on campus and knocked the kid out cold for snitching on him. Knocked him out cold. That was on camera. That was on video. A couple of my friends like, man, I saw the video before Deion stole it. I saw he knocked the kid out cold. And then the IT guy says he saw the alternate angle, different angles of Shiloh assaulting me. So guess what? The videos were there. But so Deion, my opinion, this is just my opinion, I believe that he wanted to protect his brand, his name, the Sanders family name. Now, you might take it a different way, but that's what I saw.
What I know of Colorado is that they've lost two players of note. Cormani McClain, the 5-star malcontent, and Alton McCaskill, who they helped really take from Houston. They thought it was going to be the physical inside runner. And then I thought it was interesting that his father tweeted, well, if we're not running back one, we're out of here, and we're going to go to a place without favoritism. And I was like, wow, that's interesting. And that was eventually deleted. But Jason, with all of that said, I'm kind of with you. I'm worried about the overall culture and the program building taking place in Boulder, Colorado.
Yeah, Deion hasn't coached at a high level long enough to know the importance of depth. You know, Prime Prep, Jackson State, you know, if certain key players stayed healthy, it really didn't matter what the pieces around them if they stayed healthy. Look, Division I, Power 5 football can be a game of attrition. And he's not, he doesn't think it's that. And maybe I'm so far removed from college football that maybe practice just isn't as important. But it's like your backups would help your starters get ready. They would provide the friction, the competition, the practice that would sharpen the starters. And so when you start losing depth, you start losing the ability to elevate your first stringers. Maybe there's so little practice going on now that none of that matters. But I do know that if, and this is what I said early on, that if they lose a game or two early and they get knocked out of the playoff, college football playoff early, if they get their second loss in week 6 or 7, that's when all hell's going to break loose, because Deion's culture is built for win right now, and we're supposed to be a playoff team right now, and we're all here to win a national championship. And when that goes away, what happens after that, I think, is going to be a nightmare.
You the dumbest muff I ever heard in my life. And you a sportscaster? Sir, they just moved to the Big 12. Okay, fine. All right. Since we got to go down that rabbit hole. Okay, here we go. Since you, I don't know who mans is this. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Pac-12 ain't the Pac-12 no more. They're in the Big 12 now. So here you go. So here's Colorado. So they got to go see Texas Tech, Kansas, University of Central Florida, Utah, Baylor. I think that's Ohio State. No, I'm sorry, Oklahoma State, Kansas State, and Cincinnati. And knowing what that conference is like and how college football is structured, they may get one, if they're lucky, one team, the Big 12, in the college football playoff. I hate this man. I seriously hate this man. Thank you, Bunk. Practice, man. These people, boy. I don't understand how this man can talk about this man like this. All right. So there's that. So then we're going to move on to this. The linchpin for this live.
You know, let me go here. There's I'm gonna move on. There's a growing concern in.
This used to be Whitlock's boy. He had some choice things to say about old Whitlock. But before we do that, we do this. Fair use.
Remembering Kevin Samuels, I want to give him his propers, his respect. I know Tommy Sotomayor will probably see this, and if you guys know Tommy, he takes credit for Kevin Samuels and anybody that talks about relationships between men and women. Tommy says he invented that, and we're all just copying Tommy. So he may be upset that we're celebrating Kevin Samuels today, but I'm not.
So if you want to try and diss me and act like you don't know I preceded this man, maybe you should go look up the phone call where this nigga, when he was selling perfume, was calling into my show.
He already on one. Okay, this might be good. This might be good. Let's continue.
The relationship between black men and black women is so toxic, so poisonous, so destroyed that it's hard to see a light at the end of the tunnel, and we can see the negative ramifications of that relationship breakdown throughout American culture. So I wanted to spend some time today celebrating, remembering Kevin Samuels. I want to give him his propers, his respect. I know Tommy Sotomayor will probably see this, and if you guys know Tommy, he takes credit for Kevin Samuels and anybody that talks about relationships between men and women. Tommy says he invented that, and we're all just copying Tommy. So he may be upset that we're celebrating Kevin Samuels today, but I'm not.
Now think about that. Why would he say this? Why would a man say this? You haven't spoken to me. I haven't spoken to you. I haven't spoken about you. What would make you say this? Why can't you say my name? Tommy Sotomayor. I'm not a pirate. Are you? But you can't say my name, and I get it. But I bet you he wouldn't say the Supreme Court Justice name wrong. Somebody tell me I'm lying. These niggas try to disrespect me on purpose. They try to disrespect me on purpose. He knows how to say the Supreme Court Justice's name. How much you want to bet he does? But when you say it with the exact same name as me and the Supreme Court Justice, what do you say? Well, I bet you wouldn't call her that. And why would you have said something out of the blue, taking a shot at me? As if let me be real with you, Jason. Come here, Jason. Come here, nigga. Come here, sir. Come here. Sir, look at my face. I have no idea. Look at it. It moved up. It did that, though. I have no idea, sir, what your show is, when it come on. You haven't heard me mention your show. I don't know nothing about your show or what you do. No offense. No offense at all. But I know nothing about your show or whatever it is you do. So I wouldn't know what the hell you talked about on your show. So for you to then tell these good people that, of course, I see what the fuck was going on your show, you had to say something about me. For me to know. You had to say something about me for these people to come tell me what you said, sir. Hell, you talked about on your show. So for you to then tell these good people that, of course, I see what the fuck was going on your show, you had to say something about me. For me to know. You had to say something about me for these people to come tell me what you said, sir. Because I didn't know. Other than that, in the words of the great Whitney Houston, how will I know if you thinking of me? How will I know? I didn't know. Somebody had to come tell me that Jason was talking about you because I don't know what you do. And it's not a slight against you. I don't watch you. I don't get up every day and think, let me go see what Jason Whitlock is saying. No, don't happen. I don't wonder what was Jason Whitlock talking about today? Nope, not at all. Sorry, it just doesn't happen. Let's get back to it though. Let's hear again what he said. And that's why I was trying to tell Shamika this was an obvious shot at me for no reason.
Breakdown throughout American culture. So I wanted to spend some time today celebrating, remembering Kevin Samuels. I want to give him his propers, his respect. I know Tommy Sotomayor will probably see this, and if you guys know Tommy, he takes credit for Kevin Samuels and anybody that talks about relationships between men and women. Tommy says he invented that, and we're all just copying Tommy. So
somebody blocked SG Johnson for that off-code tweet, that off-code comment. Now you know damn well that woman don't cook no fried chicken and collard greens. Come on now. People are from the Virgin Islands. You were better off asking for some concha and bammy. Don't do that. Don't you do that, sir. Not today.
What the hell?
Talking about fried chicken and collard greens. That girl, she live in Nashville and don't even get the hot chicken.
I actually
do the mathematics.
Yeah.
Math don't lie.
Fried chicken and collard greens. You was better off saying Candace Owens could cook me some sauce and some ackee. Cause we know she confused, so she gonna put different Caribbean foods together and think it's gonna work.
Hey!
That's just nasty. Fried chicken and collard greens.
You want some more?
I might have more. You want Candace Owens to cook you fried chicken and collard greens? Even Google couldn't help her with the maid / nanny in the kitchen going step by step. That chicken gonna be cooked on the outside, raw on the inside, so it will resemble her. She colored on the outside, white on the inside.
You want some more?
We might have more. Fried chicken and collard greens from Candace Owens' kitchen. Boy, you want listeria?
You want some more?
We might have more. Fried chicken and collard greens from Candace Owens' kitchen. You do the wrong thing, you're gonna end up with fish and chips, mushy peas, and spotted dick paws for dessert, for your pudding. Yes?
You want some more?
We might have more. Somebody go check on SD Johnson. I think this is one of them tweets that they, or comments that they put out to let you know that they're in trouble.
You want some more?
We might have more. You said, I'd rather have Candace Owens cook me fried chicken and collards than to deal with Whitlock. You were better off telling me that you want her to cook you some roti and put a beef patty in there that she got from, they don't even have Golden Crust in Tennessee, so I don't know where she's going to get the beef patty from.
You want some more?
We might have more. We know this. We know British food ain't good. They use that to power their black taxis.
You want some more?
We might have more. Fried chicken and collard. Where's that comment? Now you ain't running. You ain't running for that. Here it is. Fried chicken and collards. She gonna fry the collards and stew the chicken. You ever had fried collards? No.
You want some more?
We might have more. British people don't say pause. I didn't know you knew that. You said with a spot of tea? The way she be talking, I think she gonna put the tea in thing you could fry with that.
You want some more?
We might have more. I almost want to see the spread she had at her baby shower since they pushed her in the back. Nothing wrong with some canapes, but the canapes didn't have no seasoning on it.
You want some more?
We might have more. Fried chicken. Damn, I lost a comment again. Where's that comment? You're not getting away with this. No, that's a Yankee player comment. Where's that comment? I'll make sure you didn't delete it. I went too far. Wait a minute. Where is it? He deleted it. No, you didn't. Ah, here you go. Okay. Fried chicken and collards. Sir, you know she gonna go to KFC. After you specifically probably asked for Popeyes. You wanted Popeye style. She gonna go to KFC and said it's the same difference. Knowing they ain't got no greens.
You want some more?
We might have more. You asked, does she know where the kitchen is? I bet you if she had to tour the house, she would know where it is.
You want some more?
We might have more. Don't blame Jason Whitlock. That's the reason why she can't cook. She can't learn. He take all the food. All right, I'm gonna leave him alone. I'm gonna leave him alone. I'm gonna leave him alone. Somebody go find out where SD Johnson live at and go call 911 in his jurisdiction.
But he may be upset that we're celebrating Kevin Samuels today, but I'm not.
What the fuck, sir? That's some homo. Excuse me, sir. Let me not say that. That's some out of line stuff that you would say. that I'm going to be upset because of who you're celebrating? Do you understand how childish you are, Mr. Christian?
Ooh, you're not getting away with that one. No, Tommy, you forget. I was around when you were going in on Kevin Samuels. That's why I left, because you were being obsessive. You did like 35 videos in 3 days on that man. Sir, every time somebody came in here and called into your show and said, listen, you do what you do, Kevin Samuels do what they do, why don't you two hook up? You said, I ain't got nothing to say to him. We ain't got to hook up on nothing. Anytime somebody mentioned his name, you went off on him. Sir, I was around when you were being childish. I'm not even going to bring up the fact that you got punched in Harlem. I'm not going to bring up the fact that you almost lost your life in LA. I'm not even going to do that. Sir, you would literally just do lives on people for no reason. Or you were starving for money. This is why I titled the show the way I did. You've been trying this grift for years. I don't want to bring up old stuff, but statements like this, like, you know what it is? I get it. It's because he had all them channels deleted, or them channels have no money on it, so he don't even use them. Like, people can't go look this stuff up. That's why he be sitting on Twitter Spaces now promoting his OnlyFans content in a room full of white people. But then get mad when people see your tweets and be like, yo, you kind of out of line on that. And maybe somebody in there roasts you, you get mad. All right. Funny thing though about this. Now you heard he said you need to talk about me, right? Oh, he down to the OnlyFans. Yo, this chick Whitley's daughter on there exposed the hell out of him on that. She put up the whole picture with him getting laid on his OnlyFans. And babe was like, yo, what is going on? And then somebody else put up the video where he flashed his daughter. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, damn. Now, I heard the story, but I didn't see the video. And I was like, okay. Yeah, we're not co-signing that. But it's funny. Again, he said, quote, you saying all this so I could say something about you. Funny thing about that. Funny thing.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern.
Now, Kevin Samuels died in 2022, correct? Correct. I was driving home when I got the news. What's that date say? We'll go to more. What's that date say? Maybe y'all can't see it. We'll move it up a little bit. What that date say? I'll unhighlight it. What's that date say? Somebody put that in the chat. July 15th, 2023. He went on that rant in 2022. It's funny how a year apart just... Yeah. But let's see what they were saying on this. Fair use.
Question about it. This ain't for punks. I play rough.
So
I'm not a punk. Nobody that comes on the show can be a punk. But Tommy, again, I didn't have you on the show, but I certainly didn't do anything to harm you.
You don't think that might be a harm?
What?
We know what media is. Tell me if it's not. What is media? Exposure. And every bit of exposure you get puts you in a better place. Every bit of exposure you don't get puts you back. It sets you back. And if you...
Say that again.
I didn't have you on the show, but I certainly didn't do anything to harm you.
We don't think that might be a harm.
What?
We know what media is. Tell me if it's not. What is media? Exposure. And every bit of exposure you get puts you in a better place. Every bit of exposure you don't get puts you back.
How'd that work for you, sir? Every little media you did exposed yourself, and then you start falling. So it doesn't always help positively. We know this.
I actually
do the mathematics.
Yeah.
Math don't lie.
Set you back. And if you can have some, and whoever told you, if they saw it worked, you know what else they might do? Like when I did my movie, Tariq Nasheed wanted to be a part of my movie. When he decided he didn't like my movie, you need to make sure you go watch my movie. It's called The Fatherless America. I guarantee you'll like it. You can find it at afatherlessamerica.com, or you can rent it at Amazon. Amazon got it rated a 4.9 out of 5. Great movie. Tariq Nasheed was all about it. Then he decided to dislike me. When he disliked me, he went over to Dr. Umar Johnson and said, don't do a show. Because Dr. Umar was supposed to already do my show. So I'm getting ready to sit up for Dr. Umar Johnson. He's like, I can't do it. And he wouldn't tell me why. Now you could say Tariq didn't hurt me. That man made a decision on his own. But if you got a person,
Tariq hurt you. Tariq hurt you. That's a different analogy. I made a decision about what's best for my show,
just like Umar did. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The Umar part. Umar made a decision from hearing what Tariq said that he'll choose not to do my movie. You made a decision based upon what people told you to not have me in front of the audience.
And what I went and found for myself, it was backed up.
Yes, what they told you.
Yes, but also, again, your willingness to beef with everybody is just like, well, I need.
Who is this everybody?
What I need another person that as soon as the
people.
deal is over. Tommy, damn near as soon as the deal was over, you were on your show already talking about me.
Oh, look at what you said. You were sitting there like right now. You don't see it. I guarantee you people see it. You throw shots, and then we'll start off by saying, I don't mean to throw a shot. You do. You can watch this.
Tommy, if you listen to me, okay, listen, but if you listen to me, do you know how many shots I take at myself every day? Again, now, I play rough. There's no question about it. This ain't for punks. I play rough. I'm not a punk.
You'll play rough with some cinnamon roll, though. I know that for sure.
Nobody that comes on the show can be a punk. Because again, if I don't play rough with you, it's probably a sign that I don't respect you.
Pause.
Pause.
He paused. I said pause, nigga.
That sounded a little iffy.
So you justify playing rough, but then when the person responds to the roughness, you say, "Well, how is that?" Like seriously, if a person, I was always told this by my grandmom and granddad. If you slap somebody, you can't dictate how they respond.
I've never slapped you, Tommy. I've never slapped you.
You know that people's sensibilities are different, and you do know this. And that was another thing Jesus talked about. People's sensibilities are different. What you are offended by, somebody else might not be. And what you think shouldn't be offensive, they may think it is. We know this. That's why we take our shoes off.
Okay,
but not in our own, but in our own, we just walk around with them on. Or vice
I never walked around the house with my shoes on, so don't do that.
versa. We may think things are different. And so all I'm saying is, I didn't, as you say anything I said in response. I didn't say anything out of line. I didn't talk about how you look and talk about your mama, your daddy. I literally didn't say anything. You can't, if you believe what you did was soft, you have to say anything I said back was just as. And I was confused at you were saying something, and I tried to explain to you what I was doing. And everything I said came to fruition about Kwame Brown. It did. And I'm sad. I think I still am, because I think a lot of what I said about him, I said it still from a point of love, because I kept saying, bro, here's what's going to happen if you keep doing it this way. I was able to say something to him that no one was able to say to me. And I kept telling him, and it happened. And I'm not happy it happened, and I don't mess with him no more. I don't talk to him. I don't pile on. I don't say I'm glad. I don't do any of that stuff. Why? Because I know what it feels like to fail, to feel like I had it and lost it. And I don't take joy or revel in anybody's downfall or demise. They tried to get me to make videos about Kevin Samuels when he like to fail, to feel like I had it and lost it. And I don't take joy or revel in anybody's downfall or demise. They tried to get me to
Huh? No. Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
How does he lie like that? Bruh, every time one of them black chicks got killed, you were the first one up there laughing. What are you talking about? Dude, you did like a whole 2-month thing on Kanika Jenkins dying. Come on now, bro. Why are we lying like this? You made fun of the mentally disturbed woman in Chicago who ran on the tracks and got run over by the train. You played that back like how many times, sir? The chick who did the GoFundMe to start her boyfriend's rap career. You made fun of that. So because you didn't make fun of Kevin Samuels, that gives you a pass? All of them got big foreheads. Did you know when the three of them meet? Earthquake. Before we get back to the video, Chris Radio. Thank you for becoming a member. Again, it's 99 cents. Helps me invest back in the platform. Buy toys for the baby. And whenever you give a super chat, super sticker, or become a member, you get this here. And thank you for the $5 super chat as well. You said Tommy Fat Locker full of it. Yes, sir. I will see you tomorrow there. Well, you out of line, but no. If it was them, they'd hit on New Madrid, and I wouldn't be here right now. But let's continue.
To make videos about Kevin Samuels when he died. I didn't touch it. Why? Because death is going to hit us all. How is that a joke? I never understood it. Matter of fact, I defended him. Then they said, "Why are you defending Kevin? Y'all got beef." I said, "No, I don't have beef." I kept trying to point out something. There's no beef in that. I said, but there's a problem when you got a woman. What was her name? I went on her TV show when she had it. 50 Cent's ex-girlfriend. What's her name? She was in Independence Day. Vivica Fox. When Vivica Fox went on that Fox Soul, and they said God took him out for what he said, you know we could never say nothing like that about a woman, no matter what she did. And yet she was able to say this about a man she didn't know because he said an opinion he didn't like. And that's what's crazy. Almost everything that happened to me was because I said opinion that you didn't like. So you want to say something else and something else and something else. And the point is that people like me, they wouldn't care about that. Their pastors will get up in front of them and tell them, I used to pimp. And they still go there and throw money at him. Yet you want to come and say, you know, he did such and such. But he sounded good, but I don't want to hear anything else he says anymore. Well, that's crazy. That's who you should want to hear from. That's why you go to the doctor for people sick. You call the doctor because you're sick. If the doctor only hung out with people who were well, he'd be a horrible doctor.
What? What are you talking about?
So I'm going to end it here, Tommy, or try to reach a conclusion here. And I hope that I express this accurately and in a way that people understand it. There were people when we started this show that, why you got Shamika Michelle on the show, Jason? You know, she's on the cover of her book naked, and she used to be a stripper, and blah, blah, blah. And I like Shamika Michelle. And
now that part I didn't even know. I didn't know she was a stripper. I did not know this. You find out a lot. You find out a lot on the internet. I'm always the last to know things. I did not know that. But continue. Tell us more about her scripting.
And I have her on the show because I authentically believe she's going to represent herself and me in this show in a way that for the most part reflects the values of this
Funny
show.
thing, and nobody cares about what she says anymore because she gets no engagement on X. So how'd that work out? Tomorrow.
And she's moved on from things in her past that, and she's, I won't say a different person, but that's the only thing I can think of to say at the moment. But again,
So you don't believe that she changed. Got to peep their words.
A problem because I have a past. If I thought OJ,
oh, here we go. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Simpson, where a different person was going to represent the show in a way consistent, mostly with the values of this show, I'd have OJ Simpson as a contributor to this show. And I
keep a pin in that.
know he committed double murder, or I believe he did.
What?
And anybody that knows me, Uncle,
so you're admitting that your speculation that OJ was a double murderer, you would have appealed that to your audience to make him a regular contributor. That would have been appealing for your audience to have what they think is a double murderer on your show. Boy, what? I could have just seen it. We're gonna have OJ on today. Your white crowd would have left you so quick. Just for those who forgot, when woo. Woo. Because he sat up on Mark Lamont Hill show and they were talking about OJ. I bet y'all didn't know that. We finna put that link in there for y'all. Y'all can go check that out later. Them two were talking about OJ. He considered having an accused double murderer on his show. Say less. But I guess that's Scoon for the chorus.
Jimmy, who was my sidekick for a lot of years, this dude got 5 kids and 4 baby mamas. And platformed him, elevated him, whatever, and so I don't hold people's past against them. And I wasn't.
This nigga lying. This nigga lying. Here we are almost a year later, you holding Dion's past against him.
But when I look at the whole package of and I don't want to belabor it anymore, but I just like, man, this dude was beefing with Kwame, and he's saying Kevin Samuel stole his whole thing from him, and and he's got this OnlyFans deal, the whole thing, all of it, just like, man, Whitlock, that's too high risk. Just don't. What's happened, just as life has played out, you've come on the Twitter Spaces twice, and both times I'm like, dang, this dude is just cold. Man.
Yo, fuck nuts.
He says some amazing stuff. He's a brilliant broadcaster. And now we're talking about the manosphere, and he's an originator in the manosphere. Let me bring Tommy on and hear Tommy out. Let me introduce him to the audience. Let me hear how the audience responds to Tommy. And let me try to figure out, where's Tommy's head at now? What's he representing now? Does he have any discipline? Because trust me, if things go sideways, it won't be because of anything I did. And that's not me saying I'm a perfect person. It's just like, I just go out of my way not to mistreat people or deal with them in a transparent fashion. Is he going to run off the rails and Whitlock is the worst person on the planet? I don't know, but we'll figure it out. But anyway, Tommy, I appreciate you coming on, and I'm gonna give you the final say on this whole thing, and then we'll play some tomorrow, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. So Tommy, the floor is yours. Wrap up. Don't go too long. You can go 10 minutes sometimes. It's all good, but try to stay in the 2 to 3 to 4 minute range.
Well, that's fine. You say the whole idea of how, I give everybody a chance and everybody has a pass. The one thing you can't say is anywhere you've ever seen me, no matter if it was on Dave Rubin, no matter if it was on Vivica Fox, no matter if it was on almost everywhere I've been, But conversation's great. You don't hear me in there cussing or messing up, and I espouse things that are really, really good. So
because you're on public platforms that don't allow that. That's why you can't cuss. Oh, Jesus. I mean, there is such a concept that some platforms don't want you cursing, so they can maximize their profit margin. That's the difference between what I call structured media and what we do, which is independent. We can make that choice. Dave Rubin, he was under that flag over there. He had to follow rules. You went on CBS. I know CBS don't allow no cussing. You can get away with hell and damn. You can't go in there and act like you act like on your show. So that was a stupid thing to say, but continue.
you put me in a situation and you tell me what the rules are, I pretty much follow them. I had you on my show and I was nothing but respect. It wasn't even like how my normal show is, because I don't go in and get to cuss and bring people on. That's why so many people have come on my show. It used to be called a place where celebrities go to let go. They would come to talk to me and I don't even know why. TD Jakes used to tell people to go listen to me. He literally
enough. Jason Whitlock, you said something in there that you don't hold people past against them, right? Okay. Funny thing. The internet remembers something that you said about somebody's past.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern in
this made him a ticking time bomb in a city where law enforcement has retreated and chaos and disorder have escalated. Vigilante justice is a natural outgrowth when law enforcement retreats to safety. Untrained, frustrated citizens will make mistakes. Opportunists will capitalize on those mistakes.
I mean, like y'all in the media that swore Daniel Penny was the new Punisher?
More than likely, the white Marine will be sacrificed so that politicians, corporate media, activists, clergy, and Neely's own family do not have to deal with their role in his tragic life and death.
Tragic life. Sounds like you're holding his past against him. By the way, this was 2 months before he talked to Tommy. Oops.
We all played a role in cultivating the toxic and anti-family culture that killed Jordan Neely. The people most passionately seeking to punish the Marine are the most guilty. AOC participated in the defund the police insanity,
which never happened, but continue.
She helped loose the criminal lunacy torturing NYC. Black Lives Matter conspired with New York's Democratic politicians and prosecutors to prioritize the welfare of criminals above law-abiding citizens. The Black church centered racial justice and government assistance over preservation and promotion of the family.
They really think all Black people go to church? Hey, sir, the Black church has been failing since the 70s. Maybe you didn't know that. Maybe you didn't know that. But okay, you got it.
Corporate media rewards and revels in racial controversy. Jordan Neely's father unleashed the first deadly strike to Jordan's soul when he abandoned his son. Neely's stepfather fired the fatal shot when he killed Neely's mother. Jordan Neely's been in a coma for 16 years. The white Marine pulled the plug. Had the former Marine been Black, all the people feigning outrage would treat Jordan's death as a merciful abortion.
It's a round. It's a rap for you round. And a rap for your round. I'll let a round rap around every rap around till it's rap around. This rap around. I'll rap around rap. I'll let a round rap around. How you gonna get around that?
This is way over the edge. Like we it's not even over the edge. We died already.
This is beyond the event horizon. Like we about to hit the vortex.
Yeah, we about to hit the vortex.
Yeah.
Sir, if a Black Marine would have killed that boy, we would want the Black Marine's head on a pike. What? Oh, I get it. It's black people, and y'all think we so violent that we're numb to black people killing other black people. Ah, I get it. I get it. I forgot who I was doing a reaction to. If a black Marine would have killed Jordan Neely, we would have said, eh. What? No, we would have said you deserve to go down. That boy didn't do nothing to you. Woo. Mm, mm, mm.
Dude, that's some.
You're done. You're done.
No one would care. And I mean no one. Black gang members will kill men no different from Jordan Neely across America today. None of it will make national news.
Members.
There will be no protest, no calls for.
What is stopping CBS, ABC, CNN, NBC, Fox News, MSDNC? What's stopping them from going to these neighborhoods where these supposed gangs are running roughshod? What's stopping them? It would be easy to put that out there. Very easy. I'm from New York, sir. Long Island love to report on MS-13 any day. That's a gang. I'm sorry that you're not getting your fix of the Bloods and Crips or the GDs or the Vice Lords. I'm sorry. Maybe you should go do a documentary on them gangs post the drug era. Maybe you should go do that. Go talk to them.
Justice. Most of the murders will go unsolved. No snitch culture will protect the killers. No one has truly cared about Jordan Neely since his mother died 16 years ago.
You forgot about the white no snitch culture. You know what that is? Blame black people.
No one cares today. People care about the color of the former Marine who choked Jordan Neely. Black life does not matter. White perpetrators of black death are what really matter.
This is the same dude who said that Tyree Nichols' death was caused by his single mama. Oh boy. All right. Y'all don't believe me. I figured you didn't. There you go.
I would
There you go. He said it.
examine the racial element of this because there is a racial element. And this is a story about young black men and their inability to treat each other in a humane way. Everybody involved in this on the street level was either 24 to 32 years old. Everybody. It was a group of young black men, 5-on-1. Looked like gang violence to me. It looked like what young black men do when they're supervised by a single black woman. And that's what they got going on in the Memphis Police Department. They've elected some or put some black woman in charge of the police force. And we're getting the same kind of chaos and disunity and violence that we see in a lot of these cities that are run by single mothers.
How'd that work out, Jason, when them police commissioners and police chiefs were white and they were still doing this? Who are you going to blame then? Were those police chiefs that were non-black, are they the avatars of non-father-led homes? Just asking.
If we want to discuss the breakdown of family that leads to disrespect for authority that causes you to resist the police and run from the police and not comply with the police because you resist authority at all time, because there was no male authority in your home, let's have that discussion. But that's not where they want to take us. They want to take us down the path of saying, you know what, this is Tucker Carlson's fault. This is some random this is Donald Trump's fault. It's not. It's the breakdown of family and the buying in to all these left-wing things that have nothing to do with promoting family.
Over 100 people hit the like. So sad. But okay. Let's just end off the show, family. Last clip. I meant to talk about this, but we're going to talk about this. The linchpin for this show, right here. Curtis Scoon does not run with Whitlock no more. Tommy Sotomayor, Jason Whitlock don't like each other. Cool. More gossip. Fair use.
So Whitlock, and I don't think he was just using me like that. What I is the center of their whole life, whether it's be basketball or football. So a lot of them, man, when you take them outside of that high testosterone environment, they can make missteps or be socially awkward. Not all, but most. You know what I mean? That's why they all get caught up with these women and all that. They don't have no game. They don't even really understand life too much. But they understand, X's and O's and whatever sport they've immersed themselves in. So anyway, he did that, and then he went into broadcasting and journalism. I would see him on TV, but I don't really watch television too much. I'd see a clip here and there when I'm with somebody else. This man has been in journalism and media for 30 years or more, right? So when he took an interest in me on social media and my perspectives, I was somewhat flattered, like, oh, wow. Because it's not even about being starstruck. Anybody who's been doing anything for 30 years, they know something about that, bro. You know what I mean? And so I would concede that. Okay, maybe I could learn something about media from this guy. But what he was really doing was he was picking my brain. And what caught how I ended up on his radar was I was not approving of Colin Kaepernick. And Whitlock saw that. And for me to be a black man and not be approving of Kaepernick's shenanigans, it was in alignment with his position. So he reached out to me, and then he started following me. And he had a blue check when you couldn't buy blue checks. So I was like, all right, cool. I followed him back, and he would retweet me certain things. Then he got on the phone with me, and what he was really doing is he was picking my brain. He was using me because I have a lot of range in a lot of different subjects. If you ever read my writings and see the people I interview, from Roger Stone to Dudu Zani Zuma in South Africa to Mark Lamar Hill. If you ever
love Roger Stone, but go ahead.
Yo, listen. So look at the range I just gave you, right? You know what I mean? So I could sit down and talk to anybody. I think Whitlock was kind of intrigued by that, right? Even though I hadn't been interviewing those people at that time. In all honesty, Whitlock was the one who suggested to me I should podcast. Whitlock used to call me and bounce things off of me to get my take. And I understood it was because, like a lot of people who sit up in those offices and, and making all that money, they get a little detached from the ground level. There's disconnect there. And it doesn't mean that they're bad people, right? It happens to everybody. Once you start moving up and you start spending your time more around suits than the people on the ground that you're speaking to, sometimes you can lose touch. So Whitlock, and I don't think he was just using me like that. What I came to learn is that he spends all his time watching a bunch of different views, and he'll donate money to people. Anybody that he can like poach content from, oh man, he befriends them. He gets their perspective. They help him out because remember what I said. He's an athlete and a square, right? Really, he started off as a sports guy. And from what I understand, when it comes to sports writing and sports commentary, he's top notch. But he wanted to transition and reinvent himself and have a lot of social commentary. And that's where he can't really stand on his own experience as he could with sports. So he had to take a crash course. And I think he did that because there's so many people talking about sports. And unless you create some kind of caricature like Stephen A. Smith or what's the boy named Dick Vitale, somebody like that, you don't really stand out in the sports world, right? So you have to develop some kind of character. Whitlock doesn't have a real personality like that, an engaging personality. So what he did was he cast himself in the role of the a shock jock almost, but with social commentary. He was a black man willing to say things that black people wouldn't say, but that white conservatives often like to hear. And it doesn't mean
I want to make sure I understand. So you're saying you don't think he believes what he's saying?
Nah, he's a hustler. He's a hustler. This is a guy that went to the Million Man March. There's a picture of him with the X hat from Malcolm X when Spike Lee made the movie. I can send you the picture. I got it. I posted it. But nah, he's whatever it is to get that dollar. And he's lost himself along the way. So now I've heard all the negative things about him. When I first started communicating with him, I was letting people know. They were like, man, you fucking with that guy? You know, it was like almost he brought my reputation into question.
There you go. That was somebody that was in the inner circle. There y'all go. If you like to say something, that is. He said this was a character. But the funny thing is, a character, you can't, if you don't have the charisma to hold the character, it falls apart. Wallow J, hello.
I forgot about that bald black dude. I really did. I forgot about that.
That's fine. Most of us did.
Because I was like, who are you talking about? And then you showed him. I was like, damn, I forgot about him. But everybody want to take credit for Kevin Samuel, man. It don't make no damn sense. But Whitlock, what the hell are you talking about, my man? You're not my man's, but I don't know. November 5th can't come fast enough, kid. You need a t-shirt for that, sir.
We'll think about it.
November 5th can't come fast enough for his fat fucking ass. I don't know, man. I just try not to make my head hurt just listening to him talk. His wrinkled face looking bastard.
We all have adjectives to describe us.
I can't care less. I'll tell him to come say it to my face. I don't care. I'll knock about 200 pounds when I slap the shit out of his ass. Let me stop. I ain't trying to provoke violence on your page, sir.
Yep. Now he get mad. He get mad and come back in there and tell me how pathetic y'all are.
He's pathetic. He looked pathetic. He looked hungry.
Nah, he look hungry. Everybody hungry.
Look like he about down 50 pounds of food every damn day.
There you go.
That's
a lot of food.
Yeah, that is.
Oh wait, didn't you see the meal that he said he devoured in 10 minutes?
I saw that.
That's a lot of damn food.
Oof, that's a lot of damn nuggets too. Ooh, Jesus Christ.
That was like a 30 piece.
Oof, I can't do that. I ain't lie.
Nah, you know what that was?
40.
They had that 40 piece and you get 2 fries and 2 drinks.
Wasn't it like a family pack or something like that?
Yeah. And then he said, let me get like 4 quarter pounders, but don't put no vegetables on it.
That's too healthy. Make it more unhealthy.
Shit.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. I used to eat a 20-piece sometimes. Jesus Christ, I was crazy here doing that shit.
Yeah, that was some good eat right there. When I don't do that shit no more.
I can't.
I gotta get sexy for the summer. I'm trying to do one of these members only live streams with just the females.
Oh God.
No, none of you Negroes show up. I'll block all of you.
Hey, no, don't worry about it. I ain't gonna be in here for it. Miss Niecy can hold it down for me.
I want some more female secrets. I want some more female secrets. That's what we're gonna do.
Oh God.
Trying to mix it up, you know. Y'all, the females, we know y'all be communicating with each other through ESP. We know this.
Made no damn sense.
Extra sundress perception.
Okay. Oh, this weather needs to change. It's like 60 up here.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
It's raining down here. Be quiet.
It's raining down here up here too.
But you got 60. I got 52.
How you get 52? I'm up north further than you.
Because it's Atlanta.
I don't understand this weather. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I'm ready to see.
For the fellas, don't say I ain't doing nothing for y'all. There you go. I need all that.
I can't see the face. Hold on.
What you need to see her face for?
Oh, make sure she look good. I mean, you gotta have a good looking face to match the body, man.
All right, there you go.
No, show Jay Cargill, man. She
ain't got no sundresses, okay? Okay. Well, she looked kind of young though. Nah. I thought she was a little young. I just put black woman. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yes, sir. All right, go ahead, fellas. Go ahead.
She ain't got her mutant no bones.
What? What? You gotta go.
How I gotta go? She look skinny as hell.
All right, listen. Not every black man likes meat on their bones. Sometimes we like wings. Not go away. Don't do.
I mean, wings are okay,
like that.
but it look like she's skinny.
She look better than Caitlin Clark.
Of course she does.
Okay, so don't do that.
Come on now, man.
Respect this black woman. Let me look. Hold on. Wait. Let me look. Baby. Oh, she got a headphone. Let me look. That's not bad. That's not bad. Well, you sound like a hater, man. All right, fine. I'll help you. Here you go. We finna help you. Do you see that?
Oh God, hold on. One the purple right there on the end. Jesus Christ.
Purple. I figured. I figured. There you go. You got a smash bro in the house. Go ahead. That thing look painted, bro. That look like AI. I ain't even gonna hold you. Yes, Demetrius, we know Caitlin Clark will wear the hell out of a tuxedo. We know.
Oh, dyke ass.
Easy.
What?
Easy. That's unconfirmed. Easy. Lord.
Allegedly.
Here you go. Lord have mercy. All right, go ahead.
Okay, now that's better. I like that hair.
There you go. There you go. What? There they go. Give him one. There you go. Anyway. Anything else?
Nah, I'll drop down, let somebody else come up.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, hold on. Let me look. My wife clears her, but not bad. All right. It's a Chris. Hello.
What's going on, Kid Gravity?
Same old is.
Oh, yeah. Fantastic commentary, by the way. Looking forward to having you on my digital media broadcast tomorrow. And
yes, sir.
Everything you said was absolutely on point. The fact that you talked about him the way that you did, you may have helped them. And what I mean by that is that these guys are such garbage. Fat Lock and Sotomayor. This is probably the most attention they'll get. And see, the problem with guys like them, any type of attention, whether we're talking big shit about them or not, they'll take it. They'll take it because that's how low and scummy they are, you know. And so here's sad. And I made a comment in the chat room. I said, that's a damn shame. I don't even mention Tommy or even Whitlock maybe once in a while on my show. But Candace Owens still has more relevance than them two bastards put together. And she is the worst of the worst. We're definitely going to talk about her tomorrow.
Oh, you saw how she got cooked the other day?
Well, no. How did she get cooked? Because I love it.
She brought up World War II in Germany and said they were the real victims. Yeah, go look that tweet up one time.
Oh, I'll respond to
it. Get cooked, and then she had people up in there trying to cave.
Wow, she's desperate. But these two guys are just as worse. That's the whole point. And when we talk tomorrow, I'm going to talk about the importance of B1 content creators like you and I, Tori and Rain, Professor, others, where we need to circle the wagons on clowns like Whitlock, Sotomayor, and especially Queen Coon Candace, because they don't represent us. They don't speak for us. And that we have to put the hard line on those bastards. I'm not gonna cuss, like, you know, I'll save that for my broadcast. But yeah, and it's very important that we do this because they're trying to get in. They're trying to get back in. And they want to. All three of them, they want to be connected to the B1 diaspora. It's because what we're doing is very, very powerful. But we, B1 content producers and creators, we've got to come together. So to set a standard that no, you are not in these circles. It's bad when somebody like Roland Martin clowned on Candace Owens and he's on the outs. That should say something in and of itself.
No, this is what I always say on the platform before the show starts.
TikTok.
A lot of people finna make realtors real happy in a few months. If you ever wanted to see the resurgence of the real estate markets and the auto industry, just give it about 90 days after the election. They're gonna be like, listen, we got so many listings coming in, we don't know what to do with them.
Don't forget the housing market too.
Yeah,
the housing market,
the auto industry. Yeah,
the housing market is bad right now, but presto changeo, all of a sudden it's going to get better right around after that election.
A lot of repos. If you're in the repo game, you may not see your people for a few months, but when you come and bring them check,
exactly.
I should say your kids will have some generational wealth. Let's just say that.
Oh yeah. Now I give my son. He's doing well. He's he drives trucks.
Go ahead. Shout out to the tradesmen like me.
Oh yeah. And now check this out. He's not driving trucks this year, but he's in mechanic school. He's learning how to build and fix trucks.
Go get that.
And he's in the top of his class. So they started with working engines, and now he's learning the electrical part, learning how to fix electrical problems that goes on in trucks. So yeah, he's on it, and
he'll never be out of work. And he'll never be out of work.
Never be out of work, and I'm proud of him. And with my equipment, I've got computers, and what I want to pass down to him is that from a technological,
we black. It's okay,
right? from that standpoint, that he'll have equipment and things where I can give to him where he can start his own business. And so and that's my part. And whatever I can do to help him get to that next level, that's what I'm going to do. If I'm out here doing this, then my son knows that he has to stay and be motivated. It's not easy, but hey, nothing comes easy. If it does, then there's something wrong with it. So
yes, sir.
Yeah, and so guys like Whitlock and Sotomayor, and we've got to shut them out and shut them down. And Candace is the worst of the worst, but I will get to her tomorrow. The thing is though that we need to do a lot more collaborations, and we need to set a denominator on Black empowerment, because as long as we are all talking about Black empowerment, we're talking about reparations, we're talking about an anti-Black hate crime bill. I am a Marine. Now, I served in the United States Marine Corps. So that bullshit that Daniel Penny did that's not becoming of a Marine at all. At all. So,
here's my thing with that though.
What's that?
He wasn't thinking like a Marine. He was thinking like a cop. Because remember, his people are all cops.
Can I say something worse than that? He wasn't even as much thinking like a cop. He was thinking like a punk ass bitch. I've dealt with guys like him in the Marine Corps, and I've flattened their asses too. White boys who seem more tough than what they really are. You got a lot of them, and he's one of those guys. He's one of those guys that joined the Marine Corps is because people more likely in his circle, they probably didn't take him seriously. And so being in the Marine Corps is a way to make you tough. Where a lot of us brothers went to the Corps because we didn't want to be in the streets. We wanted to get out of the streets, and we wanted to, go into the Marine Corps, use that to try to get a better job, get a higher paid skill of a job. When a lot of the white boys that I was in the Marine Corps with, they did it because their father did it, their grandfather did it, their uncle did it, and it was discussed at the dinner table on what it is to be a man, and that's why a lot of those particular white boys go into the military for. Yeah. Daniel, because think about it. Look at all the pictures. I seen a lot of the pictures when that was posted that he had on his. I think he had an Instagram and a Facebook, and he was out surfing on the beach, and he's like high five dude, and
getting ready to go to Africa.
Yeah, he was a guy that didn't have a clue, kid. He was a guy searching for himself because clearly what society told him what he thought he was supposed to be, he realized that, damn, maybe I'm not that special after all. And going through life as if, let me find myself. But I am better than the Black person. So as long as I'm better than the Black person, then, hey, I got time to figure things out in life. That's the heart of the problem. That's the heart of the problem. And a lot of these guys, they go through that. One of the things I do, I help out Black veterans. Oh, she's gorgeous.
They say she's AI.
Oh,
y'all better watch that.
No, there's some older women who look like that.
Hey, I'm down here in Atlanta. I seen them.
Well, Oh, I'm out here.
I keep my head down.
Well, you need to come out here to Phoenix, man. There's some sisters out here. But
wait, Phoenix got Black people? I thought they all left with Charles Barkley.
Please, Charles who? Charles too busy chasing white women, man. His fat ass is too busy chasing white women down in here in Phoenix. and so he don't interact with the black community here.
I'm gonna ask you questions tomorrow about Phoenix, right?
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
I got the answers.
Right.
I've been out here for 6 years, so I can hook you up.
Help me up.
Yeah.
Oh, we gonna have some questions.
And I got the answers. Uncle Chris got the answers for you, nephew.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but guys like that, like I help out veterans too. And so, a lot of and there's so many contrasts when helping a white veteran versus helping a black veteran. It's just true. A lot of white veterans, they'll come to me and say, well, hey, I need help with my benefits claim, ... And then I tell them what they need to do step by step. And the first thing they do is they get disgruntled. Not all of them, but the majority of them. Oh man, this sounds like a lot of work. I got to put in this much paperwork to get some help from the VA, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yes, this is the way it's set up. Now, when I go talk to a black veteran, not all of them, but most of them, they're like, oh, okay, so I got to do this step, and then I got to follow this step, and then I got to go see a doctor, and I got to make an appointment with the VA, blah, 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 to set up to get benefits. And I'm like, yes. Now, okay, all right. I'm gonna do just that. It's such a difference, it's such a different when I talk to black and white veterans, and it's like black veterans, when I tell them about going to get benefits for themselves, they're on it. I mean, Kid Graffiti, they are Johnny on the spot. They are hanging on to every single word that I'm saying. I talked to a white veteran, he's like, I don't know why I gotta go through all of this. And I have to tell them, that's the way the system is designed. The system is set up exactly the way it was built. Yes, there's a lot of benefits for veterans, but you got to go through a whole lot of red tape. You got to go through a whole lot of hoops. You got to put the work in. You got to put the time in. In fact, it's your full-time job. And when I tell guys that, oh my gosh, man, I just don't know if I want to do all of that. Okay, well, then you don't want the money bad enough. But I don't have to tell a black veteran that. A black veteran is like, oh, okay, so what do I got to do next? Okay, yeah, and that's what I love. I love it when I see my fellow veterans that ask me about benefits, what to do, how to go about getting them. Okay, you got to go to the VA. You got to get you got to request for your records. You got to get a good service officer, ... And they're like, okay, yeah, Chris, yeah, Chris, and they're on it. And that's the difference. That's a big difference. In this country when I deal with veterans overall. So I bring those things to the table. I bring those things when I talk on my broadcast because it's very important. And statistically, almost 30% of black veterans still don't get their benefits based because it's black. Based because they're black. And so much so our very own government knows it and has put a study together to investigate it. Now I know we went a different direction, but I'm bringing it full circle.
No, I hear you. But yeah, this the grift is over.
Yeah, the grift is over, man.
The great reset is coming.
Oh yeah, it's coming. But we have to make sure that we're on the front lines to make sure that reset happens. We have to do it. That's why it's very important for me to talk to you. Torian's been on my broadcast, and you just let me know anything I can do. From a collaborator aspect. I'll help out as well. So, yeah.
I would say November 5th. Get some energy drinks because, like I said, I'm gonna be streaming for 12 hours straight.
Well, I'm gonna be streaming too. So yeah. I plan on
We'll pipe you in every pause, every now and again, just to give you a commentary of what's going on. Because just the simple fact that you're gonna be watching these commentators sweating all day because they don't know what's gonna happen. That alone will be worth.
Hello. Oh, you froze.
The 12 hours. I'm just gonna be sitting here and be like,
oh. Oh shit. Oh wow. Can y'all hear me? Oh. Oh man. Well, just wait for Kid Gravity to come back. Hopefully he can just log back into his StreamYard account. So yeah, this is this is crazy. So I've never had this. Yeah, you're the captain now. All right. Well, all right. So Kid Gravity is going to be on my broadcast tomorrow. I'm not on YouTube. I don't have a YouTube channel per se. Okay, definitely going to add you. I have my own channel. So I broadcast on niceradionetwork.com. It's my website that I built from the ground up. I built it. I also broadcast from there. I've been doing this for about 15 years. I used to be on Blog Talk Radio back in the day. I did Blog Talk Radio for a while, and then I developed my own website. So because my language and my vernacular on how I talk is not for YouTube's liking or Twitter or Facebook for that matter. And as far as I'm concerned, yeah, no, still waiting for him. Yeah, still waiting for Kid Graffiti to come back. So my internet went out. Okay, do you want me to keep going, or I could stop it? Do you want me to wait? Want me to wait till you come back? All right, so okay, keep going. Oh, okay. All right. So basically, all right. So let me reintroduce myself. My name is Mr. Chris. I am part of the B1 Media. I have my very own broadcast website. and that's www.niceradionetwork.com. The reason that I broadcast through my very own website is because I saw what happened to Kid Gravity, but I also saw what happened to Jason Black and Professor Black Truth and Tariq Nasheed. And what happened with them was that they constantly got their channels taken down. They got their channels taken down from YouTube, and constantly had to make new channels in order to contact us. People who listen to their commentaries and their broadcasts. So I did not want to go through that shit because I know that on Facebook I was getting suspended for my political beliefs. Twitter, before Elon Musk took it over, I would get suspended because of my tweets and all of that. And I got sick and tired of that bullshit because when you are a content creator on any level, there's a lot that goes into it. For instance, Kid Gravity, before he did the show, he knew that he was going to talk about clowns like Jason Fatlock and Tommy Sotomayor. So he had to take time before he went on the air to bring all this together. And so those things take time. And when you've got white supremacist social media sites like YouTube and Twitter that want to suppress Black content, the last thing you want to do is you don't want your content being taken down to make these clowns feel good. So I took it upon myself to create my own broadcast, my own website with all of my digital broadcasts on it. So guys like Jason Fatlock, Tommy Sotomayor, Candace Owens, who else? Soul. Also, who else? That asshole that tried to run for governor, Juan Williams. I forgot the other clown's name. He's also on Fox. We've got to circle the wagons on these guys. We got to circle the wagons on them because they want to penetrate the B1. They want to penetrate B1 Black media. Yep. So that's what they want to do, and we have to stop them. We do, because if we don't, then they'll grift, and they'll grift hard. They'll grift and act like they're one of us. See, that's what happens. Case in point, Tiffany Cross. Let me go with Tiffany Cross and Roland Martin. All right. Okay, they're low-hanging fruit. I know. These guys were on mainstream media, and when they were on mainstream media, they did have a bigger platform. But just because they have a bigger platform didn't mean they had relevance. The powers that be at MSNBC and CNN thought these guys had relevance, or so they thought. But once again, when you don't speak or you forget your place, then what they do is they fire guys like Tiffany Cross and Roland. So what they do is they come over to digital Black media, and then they start talking like us. They start talking brand new. And then when they find out, well, wait a minute, I'm not getting the numbers, I'm not getting the likes that Tariq Nasheed and Jason Black. Now they're mad at them because, and I'm not the only one.
You bring him here, right here. Do you hear me? Right here. What? You heard what I said. Just do it.
Reports them. It wasn't connecting, so I had to go through the Xfinity stuff. I had to finagle something. I don't know what happened. Vice presidents must have spiked me. It's all good though.
Well, did you have to did you have to restart everything?
I reset the box,
the modem, and all of that.
Yeah, I just took the power cord out and I let it cycle, but I had to switch to a hotspot for a second. I don't know why it just dropped connection, and now it's gone again. Okay, there it is.
Hey, ain't no telling. Ain't no telling. You know, there's eyes on us. There's ears on us. So, you know, here's what it is. We got cut out again. All right, I'm gonna hold the seat warm for you, Mr. Gravity, until he gets back. It looks like his internet cut off again, and that does happen. I want to give a quick shout out. I want to give a shout out to Jay the Informant. Thanks, man. Thank you very much, man, for sending a link to people. Sending a link to people to my website, man. I really appreciate that. But I'd like to know from a lot of Kid Gravity supporters, how do you guys look at mainstream media?
You want some more? Do you? All right, bim, bam, boom. Somebody get this nigga out of my room.
Xfinity keep telling me.
Huh?
This is what Xfinity keep doing to me. What are y'all doing? I'm paying all this money.
Look here.
I'm paying all this money. Maybe it's the sun is out. The sun is out now.
Man, give them a call and tell them they need to credit you for your.
No, I'm finna yell at them as soon as I get off this show. Like, what y'all doing on? Y'all at brunch?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Probably.
You know, Atlanta is a brunch town.
I got Spectrum, man. I got Spectrum, so you know I'm with you.
I feel you. But let's not shoot off all the bullets for today. Let's save that for tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
So let me get these last 3 people in there and then go yell at these people. Because I don't know what's going on. Bet you I wouldn't have had this problem if I was white.
Of course not. Of course not. It is what it is, man.
Yes, sir. So I will see y'all. We will see y'all tomorrow at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock.
That's right.
I know you black folk are late, so I'll tell y'all 3:55. You better be to go.
No, you should tell them 4:05, kid. You should tell them 4:05.
No, 4:05. No, I got some people in here. They early, so I just want to make sure 3:55. 3:55. But yes, sir.
All right, man. I'm going to get out of here, dude. But yes, I'll definitely see you tomorrow, sir. Oh, one more question. Do you have Zoom, by the way?
Yes, I do.
Okay, because that's how we're going to interact on the show. Just real quick. That's my equipment right there.
Okay, so you just.
So that's what we're going to be.
You just had to throw that out there, huh?
No.
Oh, he froze himself. That's not me, family. I didn't do that. I think he froze himself. Uh-oh. He gone. Damn, he froze himself out. Shout out to Phoenix. Must have been the weather. I think he fixed it. He come back. All right. Let's continue. I know I was gone for a minute, but I'm back. Gotta say hello.
Hey there, brother. How are you?
Same old is besides this bad internet.
Indeed, I'm glad you were able to reconnect there. Oh, that was interesting. But like you said, they can't stop a brother from elevating. All haters pop the collar, make them holler.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But back to the subject that was on hand. Oh my God, because it's a lot of information and a lot of situations going on. You have the 3 top grifters of the game. You had Whitlock, Sotomayor, as well as Scoon up there too. That was a grifter's fastball, a grifter's paradise. It's all that it was. But no, it was truly a grifter's paradise. And it's just, it's always good to know and to bring up commentary that was once said, because they think that we tend to forget, and we easily forgive and move on. But those who offend our lineage, those who were our complexion, but yet are the greatest grifters and the greatest open enemies towards us, we definitely have to keep eyes out for these type of tools, these coons, these bootlegs, these open bootlicks, um, butter biscuit crumbers. We really have to keep our eyes open for these types of individuals. And some of the commentary may be funny, but it is a dead serious things, because these folks are ops. And we don't take ops lightly, because they have to be called out from the highest mountain, from sea to shiny sea. They have to stay exposed, because we don't want them becoming human cockroaches and running for the dark every time light is shedded on them. We are the ones to kick over the rocks, cut back the shrubbery, and to put out indigenous earth, if you will, to stop their advancement on poisoning and into corrupting our Black grassroots movement, be it politically, be it on reparations, be it just in general on our well-being as a lineage. Even our cousins who are of the diaspora, be it Africa or be it the Caribbean diaspora, those who are writers, those who are on code, that includes them, although we know there are far and few in between, but brothers like yourself and brothers, that work with brother Scott and Phil Scott over there at the diaspora, sisters and brothers over there, we just have to sound the alarm and keep it at the forefront, because the heinous and almost unforgivable things that have came out of both their mouth, Jason Whitlock's mouth, as well as Tommy Sotomayer's mouth, and how they daily grovel on their knees to PC for a few crumbs, and to speak all the talking points of the white think tanks, and to be pieces for them. And it's a shame, disgrace, and there are poor excuses for human things, if you ask me, because there's just no justification, even if it's self-preservation. It's just some things you don't cross the line, you just don't do. And then you want us to pat you on your back or say, come on over here, when they close, the doors for you, or start breaking you as the tools that you are, and you want to come back to the lineage, to the grassroots. That's not happening. And we're taking score, we're taking names, as we should, and we will never forget. And we don't supposed to forget. So glad to have you back, brother. What you think about some of that?
I don't know how y'all do it, for real.
I know, right?
I don't know how y'all do it.
It's a
I
fine
begin
line.
annoyed at these supremacists, but I think being around y'all a lot now, I've developed a tolerance, because I don't even argue with them no more.
You have to. Indeed, brother. You have to fortify that mind and build up that tolerance.
Yeah.
Because if not, you will be emotionally, mentally, and spiritually broken. And that's one thing about FBA that have stood strong, and even some of our sisters and brothers throughout the diaspora, those who had the will and the drive to live and survive when faced with this beast, but no other know this beast the way we do, because we've been living in the throes of this beast for 400 years under its global supremacy, white supremacy, and domestic supremacy. So we have a first look at his mentality and his ways and his mannerisms. And when we say a thing is a thing, believe a thing is a thing. And maybe that'll help some of these others survive out here. You know, some of our other distant cousins out here survive. But of course, the tribalism, of course, the dual allegiance, the bending down of the head, and the bending of the knee for the crumbs and to assimilate into white supremacy. Brother, I've been pro-black since I've been black. You understand me since I've been a teenager, since I've been 16. So this ain't something I do for likes and baits and clicks and stuff like that. This is just the average Black American, foundational Black American waking up and realizing your reality and never allowing yourself to be lulled back to sleep or to allow yourself to go back to sleep or get in an induced coma. So.
Sat up there and shitted on the cops. I was doing that all on Facebook. I was shitting on them cops.
Yeah,
I do cops on there. They got pissed at me because I put up a picture so God get blasted on. They got mad at me.
Oh,
and,
well.
then, and then they reported the post.
As they will, because they snowflakes. They the spineless.
No, this was black folks.
Oh well, you got some of them too. What you gonna do? They spineless too.
Facts. And then I really got them pissed off at me. I went up in one of their groups when the Kai Girlie got killed, and I said, "So y'all not gonna call this out, bruh?"
Yeah, you was
one of them said they better not never see me at a certain intersection because they gonna violate me. I'm like, all right, go ahead, do that.
But you're afraid to violate someone who's causing harm on your people.
Oh no, they're not afraid. They just be like this. Put it down, bro.
Please.
We can talk about it. Put it down.
Please.
No. Do them like you did that dude up in Seattle that was gonna go get the little girl. Go do that.
Right.
Then we can talk. Oh, by the way, family, if I ain't saying too many details on that, go look that up on X. They in there explaining.
Boy, that was the worst kind. I can't take a
They said they was doing too
much. I can't do it.
They said they was doing too much because they were finishing them on the ground. That's all we'll say.
Okay. My word, I have low tolerance. I have, especially for a white supremacist. But then when you have a brown white supremacist, I really have no tolerance. Very low tolerance for it. You got your Neanderthal IQ, high IQs per capita, and then you have your we sick, us sick, we's a sick boss. I can't do it.
Yes, boss.
I can't do it on either spectrum. No, boss. And people don't understand the word boss.
Boston.
Right. The word boss itself means overseer or slave owner. So a lot of people forget where the words come from. But yeah, we can't do the yes a boss. We not doing that one. Oh, good Lord.
Being over servants and settlers.
My word. Yeah, that part. Oh, I wanted to come up so bad yesterday. By the time I got a hold, because I had my earphones on and I was in a whole different part of the house, you know, doing laundry and stuff like that. But by the time I got to my phone, you were in and you was like, oh, damn, I'm still here. You were saying that. And I was like, oh, I was trying to get to it, but you had went off because I wanted to commentate on those Becky Sue's. Just three quick. It's just the tie-in, grifter after grift, no matter the complexion. They ain't getting no protection from this G checking. Okay. Whew. Good Lord. The little poor excuse for a human stain that the mom of the baby who supposedly said the N-word.
By the way.
What?
Yeah. It's funny that you mentioned that as well because guess what? Oh, Fatlock talked to her last year. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
It does not surprise me. It does not surprise me. How
for those who don't believe me, because I know some of y'all don't, but I get it. You gotta see it. There you go.
Crispy. I'm surprised Crispy wasn't in her DMs. I'm just saying, you know, they love perilous things and females like
Talk
that.
to her too. You gonna talk to that fool about the culture war?
I'd have to. It'll be a no holds boy annihilation because I have no tact. I have no patience for idiots.
Mm.
That'd be like play nice. I don't play nice. I annihilate fools like that.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if Live from America is gonna kick her off. Probably not.
Huh. So she's on Rumble with it, huh?
Yeah, that's their little network over there.
Of course. Reddit, Rumble, all your supremacist places, of course.
Mm-hmm. I've been getting mad over there when I post over there. They were like, "What? This is bullshit." I'm like, "Okay, that's great. You watched it. Thank you for the 2 cents you gave me, asshole."
Right. Oh, I was going to say, this Moody with Isabella. Well, she's no Isabel. She's no Belle, that's for sure. She's not
No, she
beautiful.
got Bell in her head.
Yeah, Bell Curve, Bella Hay for brains, Squareco. This alt-right extremist, this humanoid male stain is just worse. It's just the worst sort of being there is. To sit up there and to have your baby on Front Street, funny looking baby on Front Street, and to play up the fact that she mumbled or say at the end, and I actually listened to it over and over. At first, it sounded like gibberish, but the little gork head little person did actually say it. But she only said it because her mammy and daddy been feeding it to her, and it doesn't surprise us. Us of the lineage of the grassroots, it doesn't surprise us one bit because we've been trying to tell people that this is how these people roll, this is how they get down. But for her to sit up there and say that she had her daughter ready for him to play with edophiling like that, that's no joke.
Family, that link I just put in there, watch that. That's NSFW. Just warning y'all now. But that's high IQ right there.
Indeed. Per capita. Just ridiculous. And then, oh my goodness, she's worse than the sweat on the back of an albino rhino balls. She really is. Like
I thought you're gonna say Whitlock in the summer.
She's fit. They're filth. They're tit for tat. They're poor excuses for human things. They are sickening, saddening, and the gross, degenerate, disrespectful, backwards pumpkin lunkin brain crap that they spew out of their mouth and think that it won't be any pushback or any thing done about their filthy behavior from the community. It's amazing, but they do it at their own risk. They do it, and they know they do it because they think that they're going to be pampered and they're going to, pull the circle of wagons around them, so to speak, and protect them. But you could go too far as to where you're not protected. And if people don't think that is something wrong with an individual who would prop up and use their child like that, then hey, the moral bank, they just morally, bankrupt and immorally bankrupt. And then that other chick, oh my word. She just pulled together any and everything and let it fly out of both ends of her holes. Like, just makes no sense. Tourette diarrhea, white supremacist syndrome. I mean, she can't help it. You can't plug the crap up with the foolishness that she says out of her mouth. Just taking all sorts of hairless buffoonery bullcrap that she speaks out of her mouth. I'm like, somebody must have poured a can of magic shave on this. this one here, because ridiculous, just ridiculous. The cross-pollination of racism that she uses to incorporate with no differentiality of anything Black. But I'm gonna lump them all in there, this group with that group, and say the most asinine, disrespectful, degenerate, disgusting, sickening, just sickening things that came out of that woman's mouth, and to try to justify it, and then to speak as if she has a coherent, decent bone or shred of decency in her. I don't expect nothing less. Just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. And then to say the other little K-wit, that was the little blonde one, the little Meg, her too. You know, these women, truly show who and what they are, and that the apple doesn't fall far from the rotted, decaying tree of white supremacy. These female Neanderthals, high IQ per capita. It's sad. It's sad. It's funny. It's like a train wreck that you don't want to look away from, but you can't help it, because it's a thing of beauty, shock, and awe, and they can't help themselves because they're on these platforms and they are giving these women, for lack of a better word, women, these platforms to do their damage and to spew their ignorance and to spew their racism, and with no repercussions, and but yet there are, because there's blowback. And then they're trophied got it, dude looks like a lady.
Easy,
Caitlin.
easy.
I am
We ain't seen her in the
Caitlin.
tuxedo yet. Easy.
I ain't seen her in the tuxedo yet, but to is propping up the stats don't match, the records don't match, 2-time 3-time loser, but yet you're gonna parade her over all these beautiful
Winners.
beautiful FBA women winners.
Well, that's their
You
culture.
know, of course, what is it? Mediocrity.
Yeah,
Mediocrity. Yes.
Mediocrity runs in their
Runs the
circles.
gamut.
Mhm.
Indeed. You're giving golden stars for mediocrity. And there you have it. So that's me and my little spiel and my little rumble. And hey, let's just discuss other things. But yeah, that's it. That's my opinion.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna drop you down and get somebody else up and get up out of here.
All right. Peace and be one.
Be one. That was Goddess M. Last person. Blueberry Muffin. Hello.
Hey, greetings. Save the best for last.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to go down there. Goddess M, peace and blessings to your sister. You're holding it down. Keep your boots on their necks. So she opened the door. I'm going to go through it. Then I'll let you shut the door behind me, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, these interlopers, these traitors, these backstabbers need to know we got the straightening comb right now. And we're not afraid to give them the Winnie Mandela treatment, okay? For some of our younger brothers and sisters, look up the great Winnie Mandela and how she contributed to the Black Empower movement for our brothers and sisters in South Africa, and what she did to the traitors to their race, okay? Listen. We can't tolerate or have an attitude where we're tolerating this anymore. We can't. We're losing. I'm in an area where we have folks who openly mock and insult Black people because they know we don't fight back.
Right.
Okay. Sad situation. You probably saw it on these channels, but it was definitely in the news. Over in Kent, Washington, which is about an hour from where I am, you had these supremacists. They were Latinos that came on the bus and they singled out a sister. And then they stabbed her when they got off the bus. The only reason why we know about this is because all of the metro buses have cameras and people reported it. The sister is still alive, thank goodness, because she wears she had a heavy coat on. Folks, if we got people from other countries, illegal aliens too, who don't respect us, who walk in on us and do us dirt, we got to get on this. We got to say to these grifters, who are the worst ones? It's the enablers, it's the fanboys and fangirls that think that this is okay because at least I'm getting some money out of this. Okay, so you sell your soul for 50 shekels of silver. So what? You only hurting yourself that much worse because you won't have a place to run to when all is said and done. All right. When people see that you betray yourself and your own people, you're worthless. You're not even worthy of dog poop on you.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
All right. And then on top of that, the shamelessness behind this. The shamelessness. That's why we gotta. When we stay on code, we stand on them. They necks, they butts, they backs, all the fleshy parts, and then some.
And you know, some of them got big backs.
What was that? Fat back, Whitlock.
I love how y'all love that fat back, though. I don't know how y'all get down on that fat back.
Well, you know, that cuisine is, you know, Southerners dig that fat back or salt pork. My folks call it salt pork. Hey, I'm not knocking it, okay?
Hey, MD Williams. Hey, I don't know if you're a man or a woman. If you're a man, that's a little bit there. I don't know what kind of carrots you talking about there. But hold on.
Pause.
We
Wait
only
a
gonna give you a
minute
third. We only gonna give you a quarter because I don't know.
Hey, quarter in the order, small fry Big Mac. I don't know.
There you go. There go John Guillory. Salted pork is good stuff.
Right. Yeah. It's one side of my family came from Mississippi, so they call it salt pork in Mississippi. The other side of the family, we're not going.
When I go to the supermarkets back home and I see the bucket with the pork in it, now I leave it alone.
Oh, you mean the chitlins? I mean chitterlings.
No,
I mean
not the chitlins. Nah, like in New York, like if you go to like the fruit stands, in the back where they would have like past the vegetables, they would like, I guess that's where like you'd have like the deli center, like you get the meat. They would have like 3 buckets there, and it's usually pork. It'd be like pig feet, pigtail, and salt pork, and it'd just be sitting in a bucket. And I always pass it. I'm like, I'm not opening that.
Don't either, because number one, when one of my dad's sidelines, he was a kosher halal butcher. Okay. And so when they had the odds and ends, they would put it in the bucket and sell it to the local markets at a discount, because that's the offal or the stuff. You don't want to throw it away because people will still eat it, but you really don't want to mess with that stuff either unless you know how to cook it. All right. That's all I got to say. So that's what these traders are. They're the stuff in the red bucket. 2 tiers in a bucket and fuck it. All right.
Yes, man.
So, and I don't feel anything for them, because for me, November 5th is right now. But when the calendar rolls past November 5th, the $64,000 question will be, what's your next plan of attack? You don't have anybody. You can't come back over on our side because people have too many receipts. Now we got invoices. All right. And now some people go into accounts payable and receivable and they pull in a spreadsheet on these people. It's like how you pulled that stuff from a couple months back on Fatback. You know, lying through their teeth because they know they're getting some money out of it. And who is that hurting in the long run? Him. Because he's going to end up relying on us after WS breaks his tools. And he knows that, but he knows, hey, as long as I can get a little bit out of it, nah. We're not your generation, Fatback, okay? A lot of the older Gen Xers still are like with the older folks. They think they can come back in and, hey, you know, it's all good. No harm, no foul. Nope. You aided and abetted it. You participated willingly, and then you brought other people in and did the same things and said, this is how you make your money. This is what you do to make your money. This is where you're going to go. And then we're going to try to go over here and hook up with a white benefactor and get some of that white money after we done use the black people to get our black money. We're going to go over here to these white money on a bigger platform. November 5th will be a November to remember because this is the first time. And okay, I'm telling my age here. I've been voting since 1996. And for the first time since 1996, I'm looking at everything right now and shaking my head. Is this all that we have left as far as political candidacy and stuff? Is this what they're offering us? Man, we've sunk to new lows. If you've got if the choices that they're pushing towards the nation and expecting us to fall for is one, a racist out in the open, and the other one, a racist that's not closeted anymore, but then they're working together on the same team to do everybody in. But these grifters don't want to see that. So long as they think that those little pennies that they're getting thrown at is going to give them a leg up, or what they think is a leg up over on the rest of us, because they think that we're too slow. We don't have the smarts. You can have formal training and education and not go to college. It's called life experience. And then there's some people who've gone to trades and have learned as they've grown over the years. And these are the folks they're looking down upon with contempt, but they're going to turn around and try to come back into our good graces.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I got to say. And boots to asses. Keep your boots on the necks. Stay on code. Stay safe out there. Stay alert. Stay alive. Be one. Thank you.
Be one. Well, there you go. Somebody who was in the back channel asked me about the 1776 type of conservatives. Screw them. I don't take them serious because y'all actually claim that you're doing this for African Americans, but you have non-black people talking about black issues. Nah, them days are done. So you can go over there with Shelby Steele and Delano Squires and have fun. That's why y'all haven't put out anything consistent since 2022. But anyway, family, I'm going to get up out of here. It was fun, you know. Internet problems be damned. Hopefully you learned something. If you did, I did my job. If not, I will try to be better next time. If you stay after this ends, it will give you the link to the X space because we're going to have fun tonight. Myself and Great Black Shark. We're going to have fun doing this X space. We're going to be talking about that Good Times debacle and also how Black people are depicted in media. So this should be fun. Yes, I'm going to go get some rest before that because I need a lot of energy because I'm co-hosting that. So we got to look out for the trolls and people being long-winded. But again, if you wait till the end, you'll have the link. So we're going to get up out of here. Take care, stay safe, and you know what to do when the agents of chaos come to mess up your existence.
At the end of the day got to end.